The fuck is this? Motherfucker, I see how it is. Before we get into the video, I want to let everybody know about a couple things. Number one, I got my newest copy of Too Sweet magazine in the mail the other day, and it's got an article featuring Joey Janela written by your boy Wexley Breaking the Lawson. Those are on sale. You can go to twosweetzine.com, and the next one will be coming out the end of the year issue, doing all the top lists and all that bullshit, contributed a little bit by me. It's a little collective group thing, even though I'm going to have my own personal top list coming here soon. And a new episode of Kayfabe Comparisons coming out this Saturday. This time we did an old classic pay-per-view, TNA. We did TNA Turning Point 2005 going up against classic NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2015. It's a pretty goddamn interesting podcast. Y'all might want to check that out this Saturday, 9 a.m. And before you watch the video, I want you to go like, subscribe, share, do all that goddamn bullshit. Get this video out there. Tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your boys. Tell them about the video! And coming to you live, once again, this is your boy Wex, breaking the Lawson for the AEW Dynamite review. Winter is coming and winter is here. God damn, what a fucking show we had. And we started off fucking hot this week with the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring. This is where the ring would be. Battle Royal. This Battle Royal was a classic over the top rope like any other Battle Royal is, except the last two competitors left in the ring are going to face off next week to determine the winner of the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring. Miro was very dominant, just eliminating tons of people left and right. He really showed his strength. They really made him look strong in this. Your boy Hangman Adam Page even got some good old assistance from our boys at the Dark Order. The Inner Circle tried to lay low the whole time in the corner, which is a pretty good strategy. We saw an amazing apron sequence from Sammy Guevara and Jungle Boy. They were walking the tightrope, doing all kinds of crazy shit. It was fucking amazing. After Sammy and Jungle Boy start fighting, MJF goes over and eliminates both of them, taking out one of his Inner Circle teammates. So it came down to MJF and Wardlow, or so they thought. Orange Cassidy was still on the ground. He hadn't been eliminated. Wardlow brings him back in the ring. Orange Cassidy pulls some slick shit, eliminates Wardlow. Next week, we got MJF defending his Dynamite Diamond Ring against Orange Cassidy. I predicted that Sammy Guevara was going to win this match to cause a little dissension more between the Inner Circle. We'll get to that right here in the next match. For the first time ever, one-on-one, the 48-year-old, or fucking, I don't know, goddammit, the 50-year-old Chris Jericho taking on the 40-something-year-old Frankie Kazarian, and what was a pretty goddamn good match for two pretty old guys. I hope to be moving like Frankie Kazarian by the time I'm in my late 40s, I tell you that, goddammit. But I will tell you, if we're going to talk about who was looking better, Frankie Kazarian looked 10 times better than Jericho. His gut was looking fucking huge in this episode. It was fucking swollen, looking bloated as hell. They did hit a fucking really sick Spanish fly from the top that I didn't know Jericho. I thought he was going to land on his head, but he pulled it off. So I'm going to give kudos to you, Jericho. With the gut, you can still do the flips. Kazarian's got Jericho down on the mat in the submission. Out of nowhere, MJF comes out with the towel, teasing like he's going to throw it in. Then Sammy Guevara runs out, grabs the towel from him. Jericho sees that. He does what he can to hit the Judas effect. Boom, Judas effect. Of course, 1, 2, 3 on Frankie Kazarian. Then the Inner Circle hits the ring, and it just chaos breaks. They all just start fucking arguing and fighting with each other. They all start arguing and fighting with each other. He's like, all right, I'm tired of the bullshit. You are in... No, I can't even make that work. He said, I'm tired of the bullshit. Y'all better figure this goddamn shit out. You got 1 week, and if we can't work together as a team, the Inner Circle is done. They won't be innocence personified anymore once that happens. I just wanted to sneak my classic Fozzy Judas rendition in the episode that I've had 3 weeks going, but I don't know if I can make it work. Next up, we got an interview backstage.
It's Ric Flair!
I like your boy! Next up, we get an interview segment backstage with the Young Bucks that gets crashed by the Acclaim that starts spitting some raps about Peckers or something, and then Matt Jackson calls out the gimmick infringement. And while he's listening to this spitting about Peckers and whatnot, they get attacked from TH2 from behind. They start beating him down. They get ready to fuck up the ankle on Matt Jackson, but SCU makes the save. The women's division is up next in a match featuring Britt Baker and the returning to Dynamite, one of my favorites talked about in one of my first couple episodes, Layla Hirsch. I really enjoy Hirsch's style. She has a very strong mat-based style, very powerlifter-esque looking legs. Like, I want to say probably maybe the female version of John Silver and Taz combined because she's got the suplexes.
Someone's got a boner.
No bone. Hirsch really had control for a lot of the match, and then at one point Rebel tried to distract and she hit a big tope taking her out. That did exactly what it didn't need to, and before you know it, Britt Baker locked in the lockjaw for the submission victory, and she won. But before she could even celebrate that victory, Thunder Rosa came out of nowhere and just started laying into her. The brawl ensued, the refs couldn't break it up. I'm really looking forward to this feud.
Good God Almighty, Thunder Rosa.
Up next, I wouldn't say match of the night, but possibly segment of the night. We get a tag team match. Team Taz, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks taking on Cody Rhodes and the TNT champion himself, Darby Allin. Darby cruised down to the ring all steezy on his little cruiser board, and then Cody Rhodes takes a goddamn longer than normal pyro, longer than normal fucking pompous entrance. It was so long, they had to take a commercial break before the match even started. He had more pyro than Jericho this week. I see you, Cody. I see what you're doing. I'm paying attention. For most of the match, Will Hobbs and Ricky Starks, they had Darby Allin cut off in the corner, had him isolated, just basically beating the hell out of him the whole time until he finally got the big hot tag. Cody came in, hit a few moves, another slick tag, coffin drop, 1, 2, 3, we get the victory. And as soon as we get the victory, of course, Cage comes from the back, Taz comes in the ring, they start brawling, start beating people down, Dustin Rhodes comes and tries to help, and then suddenly, the lights went off. And if I didn't fucking pop by myself yelling in my bedroom, mark out moment, fucking Sting! But yeah, I was like, holy shit, Sting's music, his new song is 10 times more badass than WWE's fucking last thing they had him. They tried to like invent a nickname for him. They said, what was the nickname they made up for Sting?
Bing Bong.
They kept trying to push the nickname The Vigilante for Sting, which has never been his fucking nickname. Sting in WWE was... And now, I know he's 61 years old, I don't expect him to wrestle too much, but I'm fucking hyped to have him on TV. And he went around the ring, looking around, just staring fucking right through everybody, especially hard at Darby Allin, which I don't know why they didn't have him in a different turnbuckle so we could have saw his face paint. Terrible angle, production crew, what the fuck are you doing right now? I'm not even gonna say it. Sting broke the Pro Wrestling Tees record selling more shirts within 24 hours, but at this point it hadn't even been 24 hours and they made that announcement. It's fucking Sting, he's a legend, he's the icon, they're gonna make some goddamn money. And speaking of Sting, do you guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys? We have some Trailer Park Boys fans out there. I have this picture of Sting from about 2012 with no makeup.
It's Cyrus.
He looks like fucking Cyrus. He looks like that fucking dick. I just had to toss that tidbit in there. He just looks like fucking Cyrus. Up next, we get a second women's storyline feud brewing, which is something that I enjoy. I hope they continue to do shit like this, but we get Hikaru Shida backstage, getting an interview talking about Abaddon. She said she's not afraid of Abaddon, she's just a cosplayer zombie, and then we hear a noise in the background and she kind of fumbles and she's like, all right, can we start this over again? And they go, no, we're live, pal. They didn't, but that's the classic. That's exactly what I thought of. I see what they were doing. She wouldn't really fuck up. She was just trying to sell that she was scared of Abaddon, and I think it's going to be sick. Hikaru Shida and Abaddon should be a pretty fun feud and a pretty fun matchup, and I think they're going to be facing off next week, if I'm not mistaken, but I guess we'll stay tuned to find out. And the moment we've all been waiting for, our main event, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley, taking on the cleaner, Kenny Omega. That's been building for weeks. Kenny, the winner of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament. And Jesus fucking Christ, I was ready for this match. I know everybody else is ready for this shit. And goddamn, this match delivered. It had a little bit of everything. They told a great fucking story. We had everything from stiff-ass hard strikes to technical mat-based moves to your classic big spots from Kenny. They both kind of utilized what they're good at. They had a little brawling section on the outside where Moxley is at his best, where he uses that kind of hardcore garbage wrestling style, as some people like to call it, as Kenny called it in his last promo. And then, of course, Kenny got to get in the ring, showed all his technical, masterful work that he does in the ring, and, of course, hitting a fuck ton of V-triggers, as you can see on the t-shirt. Woo! Kenny Omega brought out the best of Jon Moxley, honestly. This is one of the best pure wrestling matches that I've seen Jon Moxley have, and that pump handle exploder suplex, that was fucking sick. And basically the whole second part of the match, Kenny Omega just worked over Jon Moxley's leg, and he just did that perfect. Worked it and sold it. And then they started brawling again to the outside, and Jon Moxley hit a paradigm shift onto the ringside heater. Soon after that, all the refs come. They said that Kenny Omega was hurt. It was signaled he hit his head or his eye or something. All the refs come down. They signal for the doctor. Don Callis comes over off the commentary table, Impact Wrestling executive. And he comes over there, and then they're trying to check on Kenny. Jon Moxley says, fuck that, jerks them off. He's not going to let Kenny get away with
jerks them off.
Yeah. Goddamn Mike Slip Monday. Yeah, he jerks him off. Moxley drags Kenny back into the ring. He's not going to let that match end that way. Starts laying into him. Then Don Callis comes to the mic and was like, no, we need medical assistance. We need some help. And as he's distracting the ref, he slips Kenny the mic, and the heel turn that we've all been predicting, that we've been seeing coming for weeks, boom, right in the fucking dome, busts Jon Moxley wide open, then proceeds to V-trigger the fuck out of him. Like, I mean, 4 or 5 V-triggers. Kenny is so worn out at this point, he takes him to the fucking turnbuckle, lifts him up, gets him up, one-winged angel, 1, 2, 3, your winner and new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, the fucking cleaner, Kenny Omega! I don't care that he turned heel, I'm just fucking hyped that Kenny Omega got the win. I'm very intrigued with the heel turn, but that's not it. As soon as the match was over, Kenny didn't celebrate, Kenny didn't talk to anybody, he grabbed the belt, him and Don Callis started fucking hightailing it out of there. They had to hightail it out, they ran straight down to Kenny's car, and they're running. All the wrestlers are like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit? You're getting screw job this, fuck this, bullshit, fuck that. Alex Marquez catches up to him and he's like, hey, Kenny, what the fuck is this? What's going on here? What's going on? Kenny doesn't say a word. He gets in the car. Don Cal says, you'll find out this Tuesday night. And they're like, what the fuck, Tuesday night? Doesn't come on Tuesday. Dynamite's on Wednesdays. He's like, this Tuesday night on Access TV, Impact Wrestling, you'll find out. So, god damn it, Kenny's taking the belt to TNA? TNA! Even though it doesn't exist anymore, you just take that away, but still Impact Wrestling. This is fucking like some of the best news ever. Impact AEW partnership, like god damn it, like Tony Khan was right. He tweeted this thing a few weeks ago. He said, thank you everyone who watched AEW Dynamite last night. A shift in wrestling balance of power has begun and the winners will be the wrestling fans. Pox returned after 8 months, and I have the aces up my sleeve in the weeks ahead. You won't get them all at once, but you'll get them all. He got some criticism because people were like, what the fuck is he talking about? But it's all in plain sight. After 8 months, I have the aces up my sleeve, aces and eights, TNA, Impact Wrestling, TNA. He was laying it all out there for you the whole time, and you just didn't even know. I don't know if I'm marking too hard and thinking into it too deep, but I thought about that today real hard. But holy shit, AEW Impact Wrestling cross-promotion, I can't fucking wait. We're gonna get so many... I can't wait. Like, I'm fucking hyped. It was a great episode of AEW Dynamite. Probably my favorite episode that they've had ever since it aired, because I fucking love Kenny Omega. Everything moved forward. We had progression and storylines. As always, it's been happening the past couple weeks. AEW's always good at that. Women's division, multiple women's division feuds, a new champion, a new cross-promotion. God damn, it was a good show. I'm gonna go a full 5 out of 5, 2 sweets on this one, goddammit. And if you don't agree with that, I got just 2 words for you, sucker!